Introducing Omolaramide, popularly referred to as the Life and Brand Strategist. She is the lead consultant and facilitator at Bridge Brands and PR, the intellectual property owner of Inner Essence Factory.
Hello, good afternoon. How are we doing today? I'd like us to talk about execution, the heart of brutal execution, like my mentor would say. Right now, you would have noticed that there are tons of courses online. In fact, free courses online. And there are a lot of things grabbing for our attention online. There are a lot of people, including me, who are trying to make this lockdown period as productive as it can be. So there is demand for knowledge and there is also supply. The demand matches the supply of the knowledge online, and lots of courses, lots of trainings are free online. They are free, they are there. So it's practically possible for someone to wake up in the morning and jump from Zoom to Insta Live to Vimeo to YouTube to WhatsApp video, from one class, online class to the other. And there's never a dull moment. It's even, some people even try to record this because they are occupied somewhere else. But the thing is, they say knowledge is power. But I tell you, knowledge that is not applied is not power to anybody. So until you apply this knowledge, until your execution of whatever it is that you're learning this period is brutal, and straight to the point, and you're able to take, even if it's one thing out of all these things that you have learned, then you haven't done anything. You've just positioned yourself as a reservoir. Just take everything in online as much as you can take. And after a while, it goes off. You forget some of these things. Because whatever it is that you don't put to play, that you don't practice, it doesn't last. It doesn't, after a while it goes, because you're not implementing and you're not executing. So what are the things that you need to put in place to be able to execute properly? Especially now that a whole lot of other things, are fighting for attention. Even while you're trying to stay online in that class, a message comes on your phone, a phone call, you're home with your family, you don't have the privacy of your office. This one is calling you, this sounded. So it's easy to be distracted. So you need discipline to be able to take your execution from one spot where you are right now to where you want to be. It is at that time that you will be able to say that you have actually gained or gleaned something out of this period. So I'd like to share with us few steps, about 5 steps that you need to lock down, you need to take to be able to finish your execution. Take an idea from inception to fruition. Gain clarity. I'd like to take us through 5 steps. If there's one thing that I've realized early in life, that is one of the gifts that I have, it is the power to execute. Paying painstaking attention to details, and my ability to take a brief, as fresh as the brief might be, as unclear as an idea might be, I'm able to take it from inception, put clarity, set goals, and be able to take it to fruition. I help a lot of people with that. If you've known me for a while, you know that that's one of my, that's my forte. That's a place where I can play even with my eyes closed. So today I'd like to share with you what to do. So number 1 is discipline, like I said. You need to be able to discipline yourself in the heart of setting goals. Research has shown that only 8% of the people that actually set goals are able to achieve them. Don't forget that a whole lot more don't set goals. That's another kettle of fish. But even the ones that set goals and actually write them down, only about 8% are able to achieve these goals. So it will make you wonder, what are the other 92% doing wrong? What is it? What is the big deal about setting goals? So there's an art to setting goals. For instance, you want to set goals. You need to be able to check where your reality is. What is my reality? You need to be able to check what your reality is. Where am I now? where do I want to go? And when do I want to get there? You put a timeline to it. Okay, for instance, I want to make $1 million. Right now, how much do I have? Where am I? What are my sources of income? Okay, I need to make the $1 million in 6 months' time. What are the things I need to put in place to be able to achieve that? And who else will benefit from that $1 million that I've made? Because when you make your goal, bigger than yourself, you become much more motivated to be able to want to get up and do and achieve more. So who else will benefit from? Because if it's just you, it's easy to stop along the line and I'm tired. Who is going to ask me about it anyway? It's my goal. So but when you set, when you extend it, who else will benefit from the achievement of this particular goal? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready or how sure am I that this goal is achievable? So having done that, then we know that because of our diversity and all that, we usually at each point in time always have lots of goals. So I know a lot of people talk about multitasking. I don't believe in multitasking. It doesn't work for me. If it works for you, then fine. But if you're the type that you've practiced multitasking for some time and it doesn't work for you, please stop it. Right now, stop multitasking. So I'll say, for instance, if you have about 10 goals, then you need to ask yourself, which one is my most valuable goal? The MVG, the most valuable goal. That goal in which, if that goal happens, so all the other goals can still, ride on that. So when you identify your most valuable goal, you now dedicate 90% of your time to making that goal happen. 90%, if possible 95%. So it's not about you're working on number 1 goal and at the same time you're trying to struggle with number 2 goal. No. The remaining 5 or 10% you will dedicate to keep an eye on all the other goals. Just make sure that they are in your radar somewhere. But your 90% focus is on that, your most valuable goal. Having said that, the second discipline that you need to have is the discipline of setting measurable milestones for yourself. You set measurable milestones for yourself. Take for instance the example I cited about making $1 million, say at the end of this year. So by December this year, you want to have a balance of $1 million in your account. And we both know that that is not going to happen just once. It's not going to. It might happen, but well, with the kind of plans you have, you're not intending to make the $1 million appear once. So there's a process. So instead of setting measurable goals for yourself on, okay, when I achieve $10,000, when I achieve $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, like that, because that might get you discouraged quickly on achieving these goals. How about setting goals based on your activity, the things that you need to be doing every day for you to be able to achieve your $1 million goal? So for instance, you've checked I talked about checking your reality the other time. So what are the things you have now at hand? What are your sources of income? How do you generate funds? What are the things you need to put in place to be able to achieve your goal? So say for instance, every day you need to wake up earlier, you need to post some things on your LinkedIn page, you need to upgrade your LinkedIn page, you need to call through 4 or 5 businesses each day who can give you contracts so you make more money. You need to know things like that. So your goal, your measurable milestones now becomes those activities you're supposed to be carrying out each day to achieve the end goal. So when you're celebrating your small win, you're celebrating the fact that, oh, this week I set a goal to be able to call 200 businesses and send my proposal to them And at the end of the week, I was able to call 200, or I was able to call 190, or I was able to call 220. Remember, as a personal brand, you're not competing with anybody. You're only competing with you few seconds ago. So if by yesterday you were able to call 200 businesses, today, how do you call businesses and you put your brand in a position whereby you're better off than you were 2 seconds ago? Because it's fast paced, not yesterday, 2 seconds ago. So it's per second. You're thinking per second. So that is the competition. You're competing with yourself 2 seconds ago, not the other person, because it is your lane. So you need to be able to set these measurable milestones. So those are the things that get you going. Those are the things that keep you motivated. So you know that the goal is that at the end of today, I've been able to make so calls. By the end of today, I've been able to post on my LinkedIn page. By the end of today, I've been able to put some things in places, send out 10 proposals, make cold calls to how many companies. So that is your number 2 discipline. The number 3 is what I call keeping a tab on where you are. So imagine that you have a board, like you would have your vision board, but instead of having those end goals, those expected outcomes that you're expecting to achieve in 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, or at the end of the year down the lane, you have your weekly or something even as short as daily, whereby you put where you are, like score, like a compilation of your to-do list. It could be post-its, colorful post-it stickers, whereby you put your tasks, the ones you've achieved, and what is left. So if you say you have 10 activities to carry out in the week, you have your scoreboard whereby you have 6 to 4. 6 done, 6 down, 4 more to go, something like that. It could be yellow post-it cards that indicates that 6 tasks are already done. So you know it's just 4 more to go. It pumps the adrenaline for you to want to do more. It gives you the will for you to want to win. Let me share with you a story. A while ago, I was with my son in my house, and we're playing around, and we decided to say, okay, let's keep. So we say, okay, let's keep. We'll skip 100. So if you're able to, so it was like a competition basically. So if you're able to skip 100 without stopping, then you become the winner. And a whole lot of other benefits will go with that. So we started skipping. We've done like 2 sets. So at the point he said, oh, I was tired of counting. Please count for me. And I'm like, sorry, I can't be counting for you because it will sap my own energy. I'm coming right on after you to skip. So I want to be able to preserve my energy to be able to meet the 100 so that I can win the competition. So he said, please, we reached a compromise. I'll count for you, but I'm going to be counting under my breath so that I can save some energy for myself. He said, fine, and we're good. And I was counting, and I was skipping. And when it got to like 82 or 85 thereabout, he stopped. And it was so painful. I'm like, why did you stop? You already are 85. You only have 15 more to go. And it wasn't as if you were looking tired. You could still do the rest. And he said, oh, mommy, why did you tell me I'd reached 85? If you had just sounded it out loud, that 85, that would have been, I would have gained more energy to go on, and I would have been able to finish. That is what your to-do board does to you. It just gives you that encouragement that, okay, fine, if you were able to do 4, that power or that willpower that you used to achieve 4, 6 more to go, you can do it. 4 more to go, you can do it. 5 more to go, you can do it. Same method that your trainers use at the gym. They want you to do 100 reps, but you see they start counting 10 in 10 in 10 or in 2020. So you're able to do much more of that routine compared to if they were counting 1 to 100. But counting it in bits helps you do more. I've noticed that. So then the last one is accountability. You need the power of accountability, and I cannot overemphasize the power and the advantage of being accountable. In my office, we have this thing that we call Monday morning meetings. We call it status report meeting. The meetings were maybe a group of people, like small group of people in your team, probably 10, 15 people, and it's usually a mix of top management, mid management, and young executives that will be at the meeting. So you are expected to come to that Monday meeting stating all that you promised, or all that you agreed to do. Not that anybody is saying these are the things you're expected to do. You all know your JD, you know your job descriptions. So just tell us, based on we had like a Word document on a sheet of paper. So based on the task, or based on the deliverables that are in the system, so you come to represent your department to tell us things that you want to do, things that you want to achieve by the end of the week. And you tell us the status of the ones that you told us you were going to achieve last week. So those meetings were usually very hot, very, very hot, because by Friday evening, when it's thank God Friday and people are going to enjoy themselves, if you are the type that you still have some outstanding deliverables to deliver and you haven't delivered them, I promise, I'm sure your weekend won't be the best of weekends. So for you to be able to enjoy your weekend, you're planning by Wednesday, you're planning by Thursday, you're planning by Tuesday, to be able to finish whatever it is that you've promised to deliver, so that next Monday morning, you're not the one on the hot seat. You're not the one, because by the time you come back to those meetings 2 times in a row, saying, we used to call jobs that are still in the cycle, we used to call them work in progress jobs. So you can't come to those meetings twice in a cycle to say work in progress, work in progress. Someone is going to call you out. It could be a junior staff, it could be a senior staff. What is happening? How come this thing hasn't moved from the last time? So you will be the shame. You won't be able to do that. So it's either you're going to forfeit your weekend if it's something you could do over the weekend, so that by Monday your report is good and appropriate, or you do what you were supposed to do at the right time. So such things should be put in place. If you're an entrepreneur, you work for yourself or you work for someone, put it in place for your deliverables. Put it in place so that your execution is, top notch. You can have some friends that you've told, this week, next week, this fortnight, this month, these are the things I want to achieve. Then pick a day whereby you put a call through to them, or they call you, they ask you about these things, and you give them the reports. While you're giving them the report, for the ones that you're not able to achieve, you should be able to say what happened. Why didn't they work? What worked? What are the things that you can glean from those ones and apply to your other tasks? Why didn't those ones work? And you're able to correct yourself on time before you now wait for the end of the year goal. So those short-term tasks, those are the short-term disciplines that you need to do, daily disciplines that you need to put in place for you to be able to have a seamless execution, what I call brutal execution. So when you find out that a lot of people don't note this milestone, they don't note these small tasks. You just feel by December I want to make $1 million and you go to sleep. No, these are the things that if you put, and they're not so difficult to put in place. If you put them in place, before you know it, you're not even looking at the 1 million. At the end of the year, at the end of your 3-year plan, you would have achieved your goal. And then it looks as if it was easy, because you just kept doing, the same thing, just kept delivering on your daily activities. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. For more details on Inner Essence Factory, please visit www.omolaramide.com.